Good evening, everyone. This is Robert RJL 518 welcoming you back to another exciting edition Inside Pitch. The 1981 season is on the air. I think we got a heck of a game today. Today's date is May 23rd, 81. We are at Riverfront Stadium for a big matchup between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. The Dodgers historically won this game 9-6, 24 hits, and 3 errors combined between the two. The Dodgers come into this game at 20 wins and 19 losses. The Reds are 21-17. Right now, the Reds are in third in the National League West. The Dodgers are right behind them in fourth. Baby's first to join us here at Riverfront Stadium. Sometimes when I go ahead and schedule a game, I kind of get lucky. All right, with the scheduling, and this one actually came up pretty good. Steeler fan joins us here as well at Riverfront Stadium. So hopefully we got a good matchup tonight. Both these teams are chasing each other. In the NL West, we are still in the month of May, but remember, 1981 was strike shortened. There's only a few weeks left before the strike begins, and then we will have the All-Star game, and then we will have the second half of the season. 1981 is still an excellent season to play. I think we got a great game tonight. Let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds tonight was Mario Soto. 12 wins, 9 losses, a 3.29 ERA. He was excellent in 81. The ERA may be a little on the high side, but he was definitely a strikeout pitcher, and I'm expecting a few tonight. So let's get things started here with the top of the first. The Dodgers are on deck. Let's see what we got. First inning, and here we go. Leading off for the Dodgers will be shortstop Bill Russell. A little surprising that Russell actually leading off. He didn't usually do that much. But Bill Russell leads off here. 233 average, no homers, 22 RBIs in 81. Red, white, and white dice for the Reds. They are the home team. Let's get things started. Let's get things underway. Soto with the pitch. 3-4. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 3-1, and that's going to be a fly out to right. As I know, BB will be cheering on his Reds tonight. Next up for the Dodgers, center fielder Kenny Landro, 251 average, 7 homers, 41 RBIs. This is the beginning of the second schedule block, so once again, every baseball team in this season will be shown again at least once. Some, of course, will be twice. Soto, 2-2, strikeout 20, that's too high. Riverfront Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and 3 to walks. So Landro gets the swing, 3-2, and that's going to be a base hit right past first, and Landro gets the first hit of the game, a single for Landro. Next batter, left fielder Dusty Baker had a great season in 81. 320 average, 9 homers, 49 RBIs. And right now, Dusty Baker's Dodgers are leading the Red Sox 7-1 in the top of the 8th in the NLCS. As I said, Dusty Baker has never won it all as a manager. That's why I have no issue if the Astros do win the World Series. Landro, nothing happening with the 17. The infield, of course, is at double play depth. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. Soto, 3-4. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 1-3, and that's a ball hit to right field. That is a 6, and that's going to be a double for Dusty Baker. Baker cracks a double. Let's see if he gets Landro in. Base running rating is a 3. Let's see, double to right, -1. Right fielder Collins +1. So Landro's going to have a 3 or lower. 3 or lower, he will score. 4 or 5, he holds. 6, there could be an out. And that is a 1. Landro comes all the way from first, and he will score. Baker's base running rating is a 3. He's automatically at second. That is a 1. A 3 or lower on the white die. Baker takes third. He doesn't. He stays at second, but the Dodgers jump out to a 1-0 lead. RBI double by Dusty Baker. And gets the Dodgers on the board early. Next up, first baseman Steve Garvey, 283 average, 10 homers, 64 RBIs. That's not too bad. Soto, let's see if anything happening on the bases. Nothing with Baker at a 9. Soto will pitch. 4, 5, strikeout 9, and he got him, struck him out. Garvey an 8, plus 1 is a 9, and he gets him. First strikeout for Soto, he had 151 of them in 81. I feel if the season had gone the whole way, he probably would have finished around with 250 strikeouts. 2 down, that will bring up third baseman, the Penguin, Ron Cey, 288 average, 13 homers, 50 RBIs. Baker on at first. That is on at second. That's a 3. Baker does get the jump. Does he get the jump to go to third? No. He needs to be actually a 2. So he does not get the jump. He'll stay put. Soto, he will pitch. 3-1, strikeout 14. That's going to be too high. Cey will swing. 3-3, and that's a fly ball to center field. Getting under that will be Griffey, and the inning will end. 1 run on 2 hits for the Dodgers. They draw first blood in this game as we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Fernando Valenzuela, Fernando Mania. And I'll be honest, we're probably going to see him at least a couple more times. Fernando Valenzuela, 13 wins, 7 losses, a 2.48 ERA, also a strikeout machine. Let's see if the Reds can get a run back. Leading off for the Reds will be right fielder Dave Collins, 272 average, 3 homers, 23 RBIs that year. Fernando Mania will make the pitch. 1-3, range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 4-3, and that's going to be a single plus into center field. Now, that is a base hit, but it is a range play to center. Kenny Landro is out there. His range is a 1. Does he take a single away from Collins? Yes, he does. On his high horse, Landro comes in, makes the dive, and he makes the catch. He took a single away from Collins, and that is 1 out. What a play by Landro. And that will be a fly out to center. And I know the Reds fans will not appreciate that roll. Next batter for the Reds, center fielder Ken Griffey. 311 average, 2 homers, 34 RBIs. That's a great season for Griffey. That's an excellent season for Griffey. Actually, one of the better seasons he had. I think he would have finished with a 320 or 325 average had the season go all the way. Valenzuela will make the pitch. 1-2 against the lefty. That's an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to second. 2 outs. Next up for the Reds, shortstop Dave Concepcion. 306 average, 5 homers, 67 RBIs. Another great season for him. The last time we saw Concepcion, he hit a homer against the Phillies on opening day. Valenzuela, a 4-1. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 6-5. Base hit, center field. Concepcion keeps the inning alive with a single to center. Nice hit by Concepcion to keep it up going. And that will bring up left fielder George Foster. 295 average, 22 homers, 90 RBIs. Concepcion can get a jump, but he won't get one there. Fernando Mania will make the pitch. 5-6, error on a throw. Foster, let's see what he's got. 4-1 against the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. And getting under that will be Landro, and he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Reds. Probably would have had more, but Landro went ahead and took a big base hit away from Collins. 1-0 Dodgers after 1. Second inning coming up. Leading off for the Dodgers, it will be right fielder Pedro Guerrero. In my opinion, one of the originators of the term beast mode. He was ripped. 300 average, 12 homers, 48 RBIs. Maybe Guerrero, one of the first big men, all right, that I saw, besides Boog Powell, from the late 60s and 70s with the Orioles and such. Soto will make the pitch. 4-4, strikeout, 17, no. Guerrero gets the swing. And that's a 1-4. That's a ball hit to center field. That's a 12 against a righty. That's going to be too high, and that will be a fly out to center. Guerrero did not hit the right. He hit the righties pretty well in the matrix, but in terms of extra base hits, he didn't do too well there, and that's 1 out. Next up is the catcher, Mike Scioscia, 276 average, 2 homers, 29 RBIs at 81. Soto will make the deal. 2-1, that's at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 5-4, and that's a ground out to short. Taken care of there by the stadium, 2 down. And the next batter will be second baseman Daryl Thomas. 248 average, 4 homers, 24 RBIs. Lopes is not on the roster for this game. I think he got hurt. Soto will pitch. 4-3, strikeout 6, got him. He will strike out Thomas. And that is strikeout number 2 for Soto. And 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. Bottom of the second coming up. Dodgers, what I said, historically won this game 9-6. They committed 3 errors in this game. Sean 1113 joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Leading off for the Reds will be first baseman, yes, first baseman, Johnny Bench. He is in first base for this game. 309 average, 8 homers, 25 RBIs. Bench was at first, and not bad. He did have some errors, but with a range of a 4, that's not too bad at first base. Valenzuela, 2-1. Home run chance. Bench a righty, but that's a 0. So Valenzuela does not make a mistake against Bench. Bench will swing. 4-6, and that's a ground out to third. For out number 1. Third baseman Ray Knight is up next. Future 86 world champion Met. 259 average, 6 homers, 34 RBIs. In 81, Valenzuela. And that's a 3-1. Strikeout 4. He will get him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Fernando. He had 180 of them in 81. So Soto and Valenzuela combined, you're looking at over 330 strikeouts. 2 men down. Second baseman Ron Oster is next. 271 average, 5 homers, 42 RBIs in 81. Valenzuela and 6-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Oster, a 4-3, and he popped it up in the infield around second base. Thomas is going to get to that, and that's going to make the catch, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando Mania. 1-0 still Dodgers after 2. Third inning underway. Leading off for the Dodgers will be the pitcher, Fernando Valenzuela. He hit 250 in 81. He was a good hitter as well. People seem to forget that Valenzuela early was actually a pretty good hitter. Soto will have to pitch to him. 6-2. That's blank. Valenzuela gets to swing. 6-5. And that is going to be a fly out to center. That is out number 1. Here is Russell. Russell is 0 for 1. Soto will check in, and he will make the pitch. 5-6, error on a grounder. Russell, 2-3. That is a ground ball back to Soto. So Russell makes a ground back to Soto, but Soto has an error rating of 0. He will not make an error, and he will throw to first for out number 2. So grounded right back to him. Soto did not make any errors at the pitcher position. And here is Landro. Gets a few boos from the Riverfront crowd for making a big catch early. Landro's 1 for 1, has a single, and he also scored. Soto with the pitch, 6-6. That's a blank. Landro will swing, 2-4, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Up with it is Concepcion. He will fire to first to get the out. And that is another 1-2-3 inning for Soto. Nice job for him. He has definitely calmed down a little bit since the first as we go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Reds will be the catcher, Mike O'Berry. He was the catcher in this game. 180 average, a homer, 5 RBIs for him in 81. Still 1-0 Dodgers. Fernando Mania, a 4-1. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium getting a lot of work early. 4-3, and that's going to be a base hit into center field with a possible double. So now O'Berry gets a chance. He immediately goes to first. O'Berry's base running rating is a 2. He's going to try to stretch it for a double, and that's hit to center. Center fielder is Landro. He has a -1 arm. He has a -1 arm, so a 1. The only way O'Berry gets the second base is on a 1. And he does! Holy cow, O'Berry just slides in under the tag, and he is safe. Oh, Landro does not get him, and O'Berry gets to second base. Some clutch running by O'Berry, and he is safe at second with a double. So leadoff double for O'Berry. Dan Douglas joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. So O'Berry on at second, and that will bring up the pitcher, Mario Soto. And I'm probably going to have him bunt, but let's see if O'Berry's going to do anything. I kind of doubt it. Nope, that is a 14. Soto's bunt rating is a 2. That is not really good. That is not really good. And you know what I'm going to do? Instead of having him bunt, I'm going to hit, because it's possible that if you lay down a bad bunt, the lead runner gets thrown out. So I'm going to let Soto swing here. His bunt rating is a 2. He was not a good bunter. I'm going to let him swing. Valenzuela will pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 5-2. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. And in a way, it worked like a bunt. Picking up with it is Garvey. He'll make the play. And that will move O'Berry to third. So actually, having him swing away seemed to be the right play to do. So now the tying run is at third. And that is a ground out to first. So now 1 out. The infield will be brought in by the Dodgers. And here is Collins. Collins got a good chance at a single plus, but he was robbed by Landro in center field. Infield is in. Valenzuela will go ahead and try to make the pitch. Let's see if O'Berry doing anything. That is a 6. It is not. Valenzuela will pitch. 3-1. Strikeout 10. God, no, that is not. That's too high. Collins is a 5, makes it a 6. So Collins does not strike out. Collins will swing 3-1, and that is going to be a fly ball to right field. That's a fly out to right. That's out number 2. Collins' sacrifice fly rating is a 1. Does he bring O'Berry in automatically? No. O'Berry's base running rating is a 2. Fly out to right. Right fielder Guerrero +1 is a 3. On a 1-3, O'Berry will score. And he does. O'Berry chugs on in there and he slides into home plate. And this game is tied. Stadium cheers. And Reds fans in the chat cheer. Yay! So a sacrifice fly for Collins, and that does bring in O'Berry. We are tied at 1, and that will bring up Griffey. There are 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 3rd. Valenzuela, he will pitch. Griffey, of course, is 0 for 1. 2-6, wild pitch, ball 1. Valenzuela again, 2-4, strikeout 10, too high. Griffey will swing the bat. 1-3, and that's a ground ball to second base. That'll get taken care of by Thomas, and he will toss it to first for the out. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit and a sacrifice fly. After 3, we are tied at 1 between these 2 teams. Still now in late May in this 1981 season, the Dodgers and the Reds right neck and neck for 3rd at the moment. And of course, in a strike-shortened season, every game is important. Of course, they all are, really. There always could be that one game that you lose that prevents you from getting into the playoffs. And remember, we take the top 3 teams in each division for the playoffs. Top of the 4th, and here is Dusty Baker leading off for the Dodgers. He is 1 for 1, got a double his first time up. Soto, he will deal it. 2-5, strikeout 7, and he got him, struck him out. Baker is a 6, but a +1 makes him a 7, and he goes down, and that is strikeout number 3 for Soto. 1 away for Garvey. Garvey is 0 for 1. Soto, he'll go ahead, see what he has. 3-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. 3-2, wild pitch, ball 2. Soto, 3-5. That's a possible error. Garvey will swing. 3-1, and that's going to be a double into left field for Garvey. The ball is hit to left field. That's Foster. His error rating is a 2. That's a 10. He won't make an error. He'll corral the ball and toss it in, but the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position on a 1-out double by Garvey. Here is the Penguins. Say is 0 for 1. Garvey, anything happening on the bases, the 5 is a no. He'll stay put. Soto and Say, pitch from Soto. 2-4, walk +10. That 3 will walk Say, and now the Dodgers are in business. Soto gives up a walk, and that is the first walk he's issued. He had 58 of them in 81. Here's Guerrero, the original beast mode. He's 0 for 1. And now they will go into double play depth. Anything on the bases? That's a 20. Soto does have a chance to make a pickoff. He's going to throw to try to get Garvey. Soto, a 1-4 is a balk. A 5-8 is a pickoff. A 9-11 is a pickoff error. Soto throws to second, and Garvey got back. Kind of close, but Garvey does get back there. So nothing happening there. Soto will now concentrate on Guerrero. 4-4, strikeout 19. That's too high. Guerrero, 3-5. Line drive right to Soto. He makes the catch for out number 1. 2 runners on base. Let's see if there's a double play. And that is a 2. And that's going to be thrown to first. And Say is going to get doubled off. And Say is doubled off at first. He is doubled off at first, and the side is retired. A line drive right to Soto. He gets it, and he throws right to first to get Garvey, and that will retire the side. That is an L1-3, and the inning is over. Wow, what a play by Soto as he spares it and just tosses it to first as Garvey was way off the bag. So, no runs. There was a hit and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 1. Dave Concepcion leads off, and he is 1 for 1. He has a double. Sorry, has a single his first time up. Atlanta Braves and Dodgers just started their game. Astros still lead the Red Sox 7-1, a little 10-minute ticker. A real-life 10-minute ticker. Valenzuela 1-5 against the righty. Strikeout +1. Got him easily there. Oh, that's easy. That's an easy out. And that's strikeout number 2 for Fernando Mania. Here is Foster, the $10 million bust for the Mets. Foster is 0 for 1. Concepcion Hall of Famer or Hall of the Very Good? Hall of the Very Good is a no-brainer. Hall of Famer, I still don't know. Hall of the Very Good, I have no problem with that. He was a very good fielder, and he could hit the ball. But sometimes he could be a little inconsistent, and sometimes he had low averages. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. He's definitely no Harold Baines. Yeah, right. Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame. Ridiculous. Valenzuela will pitch. 5-4. That's a blank. Foster will swing. 1-5 against the lefty. That's going to be a single past third base. Foster goes ahead and makes contact, and he will go to first. Single by Foster against the left-handed pitcher. Next batter is Bench. Bench is 0 for 1. Infield a double play death. Foster really not a threat to steal. And although he has a stolen base rating of a 20, he doesn't get the jump here. He had 4 stolen bases, though, that year. Valenzuela will pitch. 3-6, range play. Bench. 2-6. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. That ball is hit to Russell. His range is a 5, but with the infield double play depth, it's a 4. So does he make the play? A 1-4 he does. Yes, he will. Now we'll see if there's a double play. 3-2-3. Second base is Thomas. It's a 0. A 1-3, it's a double play. They got it. Nice play there by Bill Russell. He got it. Throws to second. Throws to first. Double play. Inning over. 6-4-3. No runs and a hit for the Reds. And it remains tied at 1 as Bench grounds out into the 6-4-3. Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame, but Keith Hernandez is not. Bullshit. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Mike Scioscia. Scioscia is 0 for 1. So far, good defense by both teams. Says Sean 11-13. He is 100% right. Soto will pitch. 1-4, strikeout 2, got him. He gets Scioscia. And that is strikeout number 4 for Soto. That's out number 1. Here is Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 1. Soto will make the deal. And 1-6. That is a home run chance. Thomas hitting from the left side. A 1-2. The 17 is too high. Thomas will swing 2-4. And he'll settle for a base hit to left field. That's a single for Thomas. Thomas gets himself a hit. He will hold at first. And the batter will be Valenzuela. Valenzuela can hit the ball, 250 average. With a 250 average, I should probably let him hit. Forget about bunting. The infield is double play depth. He can hit the ball. A 250 average, I probably wouldn't allow a 250 batter to bunt anyway. Is anything happening with Thomas, though? That is an 11. No, he stays put. I'm going to let Valenzuela swing away. Soto with the pitch. 6-2, blank. Valenzuela, 4-5, and that's going to be a fly out to right. Still think that's the right call. Out number 2 as Valenzuela flies out. And now here's Russell. Russell is 0 for 2. Thomas does not get a jump. He stays put. Soto, he will make the deal to Russell. Soto is a 5-1. That's a range play. Russell A 1-1. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. That's hit to George Foster. His range is a 2. Can he make the play? No, that's going to drop in, and that's going to be a single for Bill Russell. That's a single to left. Thomas's base running rating is a 4, plus 2 outs makes him a 5. Single to left, though, -2, 3. Foster +1, 4. So a 1-4, Thomas will take third. He doesn't. He actually stays at second as Foster gets that ball in pretty quick. So a base hit for Bill Russell. Puts runners at first and second, and a chance now for Ken Landro. Landro is 1 for 2. He has a single, and he scored. They'll go talk to Soto on the mound for a moment and see what's going on. Now we'll see if anything happening on the bases. That is a nothing happening. Landro will hit away. A chance here for the Dodgers to see if they can get a run. Soto, 6-5. Hit by pitch. 6. No, too high. Landro will swing. 5-1, and that's a fly ball to right field. Dave Collins will get to that one easily, and he will put it away for the out. No runs, 2 hits for the Dodgers halfway through the game. And so far, we do have a pitcher's duel, as I kind of expected between these two, although there wasn't a pitcher's duel historically, with the final score being 9-6. But in this game, we have it. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ray Knight leads off for the Reds, and he is 0 for 1. Future New York Met 86 champion Ray Knight. Let's say it right. Valenzuela will pitch. 3-5. That's a possible error. Knight. 3-4. That's a fly ball to right field. That's hit to Guerrero. His error rating is a 4. That's a 3. He's going to get over it, and it's going to pop out of his glove. That's going to be an error on Guerrero. Holy cow, he makes an error. Knight automatically makes first on a fly ball to right. He's going to make that error. And Ray Knight's base running rating is a 3. On a 3 or lower, he'll take second. He does. Ray Knight comes around first, and he will go to second. That's going to be an error. That's going to be an error on Guerrero. That is an E9. You don't see as many of those. First error on the Dodgers. They did make 3 errors in this game historically. Bench went and talked to Mario from first base. He told Bear, get behind the plate. I'm a Hall of Fame catcher. Yeah, right. Knight gets to second base on a huge error by Pedro Guerrero, and Knight will hold at second. And the batter will be Oster. Wow. Unbelievable. Guerrero makes that error. Oster he's 0 for 1. Knight on at second. Anything happening from Valenzuela? No. He does have a good pickoff chance. Valenzuela will pitch. 2-5. That is going to be a pitcher result. Oster, a switch hitter, hitting from the right side. A 1-13 is an automatic out. That is an 8. He got it. And that is going to be a fly out to left. Knight's base running rating is a 3. A fly out to left -3 is a 0. If anything, like I don't even check the outfielder arm. He will automatically stay at first with that. So out number 1, and here is O'Berry. O'Berry actually got a double his first time up. Valenzuela trying to pitch away out of the error. The 8, nothing happening there. Valenzuela will make the pitch. 6-2. Strikeout 1. Got him. Struck out O'Berry. And that's strikeout number 3 for Fernando Mania. Is it possible the Dodgers may get out of this because the next batter is Soto? Soto, an 0.68 average. He grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Is Knight going to do anything? No. Valenzuela will pitch to Soto. Maybe Mario can help his cause. Pitch from Valenzuela. 6-5. Walk plus 10, and that's going to be too high. A 2 plus 3 is a 15, and that is a plus 3 is 5, and a plus 10 makes it a 15. That is a 16. Valenzuela does not walk him, even on a walk plus 10. Can Soto do anything with it? 4-6. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 12. And yes, Soto comes through. He has a single. Base hit. Mario Soto. He got it. He got it. Soto, but the question is, will it bring in Knight? Knight's base running rating is a 3. With 2 outs makes him a 4. That is a single to left. Single to left, plus 1-5. Left fielder Baker is a 0. A 1-5. Knight will come in to score. He does. Oh, it's a 6. There could be an out. It could be an out. Baker throws the ball, and that is a 0. A 1-3. There is going to be an out. It is. Now the throw. Let's see where the throw went. A 2-5. Knight is thrown. A 2-5. Knight is thrown out. The throw to the plate, and Knight is out of there. Side retired. Holy cow, what an exchange. Dusty Baker from left field throws to the plate, and Knight is gunned down at the plate. Holy cow, Soto actually got the base hit. He got the base hit, but Knight is gunned down at home. Unbelievable. What an amazing exchange. So a single for Soto, but Knight doesn't make it. So no runs, 1 hit and 1 error. And after 5, it stays tied at 1. Stadium groans just a tiny bit on that. And Soto thought he had a RBI, but what a throw by Dusty Baker. And his Astros lead 7-1 in the top of the 9th, and they got bases loaded also. It looks like the Astros will be taking a 3-2 lead in that series. Braves and Dodgers, no score after 1. We go to the top of the 6th inning. What an incredible sequence there. A base hit by Soto and then thrown out at the plate. Dusty Baker leads off for the Dodgers, by the way, and he gets some boos here from the Riverfront crowd for throwing out Knight. Baker is 1 for 2. So far, awesome defense in this game by both teams. Soto with the pitch. 2-1, that's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 5-4, and that's going to be a ground out to short. That's out number 1. Baker has the same amount of total hits as a player as he does wins as a manager. Well, as I said, if the Astros do win the World Series, okay, I will actually give congrats to Dusty Baker. If any man deserves a championship as a manager, because Baker, of course, has championships as a player, but if he can get a championship as a manager, I have no problem with that. And I think he'll retire if he does. Here's Garvey. Garvey is 1 for 2. Soto will pitch to Garvey. 1-6. Home run chance. Garvey a righty, a 1-2. The 2 is good. And now Garvey against a righty is an 8. A 1-8. Garvey goes yard on Soto. No, too high. Garvey will swing. 4-1. And that's a well hit ball, but right to third. Line drive to third. That's out number 2. Garvey got a lot of bat on it, but no lift. 2 outs. A bad mistake by Soto. Soto did make an error. Make a mistake on it, but Garvey couldn't do it. Here's the Penguin. The Penguin is 0 for 1. Soto. He'll go ahead and make the pitch. 4-4. Strikeout 18. That's too high. Say will swing. 6-5. And that's a line drive right to second. But Oster will put up his glove. Pow! And he'll go right in there, and that will retire the side. So 2 line drives, 1, 2, 3. Go the Dodgers. Pitchers duel between Valenzuela and Soto. The actual historical game didn't go that way, but did we expect anything less on inside pitch? We go to the bottom of the sixth in this rapidly moving game so far. Top of the order for the Reds here is Dave Collins. Collins is 0 for 1. I was 0 for 2. He does have a sacrifice fly. Valenzuela will make the pitch. 2-3, strikeout 11. No, that's too high. Collins, he will go ahead and swing the bat. 1-1, base hit, and to pass the second baseman, Collins has a leadoff single. Nice job by Collins. And here is Griffey. Game of the year? Not yet. We'll see. Griffey is 0 for 2. Infield double play depth. And nothing happening with Collins. And Griffey doesn't get a bunt. I wouldn't bunt with him anyway. Collins on it first. Fernando will pitch. 4-6. Hit by pitch. 18, no chance. Griffey. 6-5. That's going to be a fly out to left. Out number 1. Both these pitchers doing very well today. Here's Concepcion, and he is 1 for 2, has a single. Collins is a stealing threat, but that's 16. He can't get the jump. Fernando will pitch. 2-3. Strikeout 16, too high. Concepcion. 1-5. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn double play. 3 minus 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3 from infield double play depth. Second base is Russell. He has a 0 arm. So a 1-3, it's a double play. They got it. Third base, the second base, the first base, 3 outs. Side retired. Another double play hit into by the Reds. As Concepcion grounds into the 5-4-3, that is the second double play hit into by the Reds. No runs, a hit. And after 6, it's still 1-1. Who will break through first in this game? And I knew we'd be in for a good one tonight with these two pitchers. Top of the 7th, let's see. Soto can pitch to 27 batters. He's got 4 left before tiring. Fernando can still pitch to 30, so right now he is in good shape. Who will break through first? Pedro Guerrero is first for the Dodgers, and he is 0 for 2. Stadium light groan. Soto will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-5. That's a possible error. Guerrero. A 1-5. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. That's it to Collins. Collins' error rating is a 5. That's a 13. He'll put it away. Out number 1. Nice catch by Collins. And here is Socha. Socha 0 for 2. Soto, he'll go ahead and make the deal. 5-1 range play. Socha 2-3 fly ball center field. That ball is hit to Griffey. His range is a 3, and he'll make that catch. Out number 2. Man, the defense is good tonight, even though there was an error by the Dodgers. 2 men down for Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 2. Fans here at Riverfront enjoying a good game between these two teams. The Dodgers, of course, won the 81 World Series. The Reds still had a pretty decent team in 81. That team did not stink. Soto with the pitch. 5-3, strikeout 5. Got him, struck him out. Side retired. And that's going to be strikeout number 5 for Soto. Nice job by Soto. And the Reds keep it 1-1. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. And tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, we move on to May 26th. We're going to go back to the American League. It will be the Minnesota Twins taking on the Texas Rangers. And the reason why I chose this, Pete Redfern is pitching for the Twins, but Fergie Jenkins is pitching for the Rangers. There's your Hall of Famer. So Minnesota Twins and the Rangers, Pete Redfern against Fergie Jenkins, an 81 Fergie Jenkins. So that's one of the reasons. That's the reason why I chose that matchup, and that should be good. Twins and the Rangers tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. The Braves right now lead the Dodgers 2-0, top of the second, and the Astros now have a 9-1 lead going in the bottom of the ninth. So unless the Red Sox can win both games in Houston, it looks like the Astros could be winning another American League championship. But there's still 2 games to play. Bottom of the seventh here, Dodgers and Reds tied at 1. Leading off for the Reds will be George Foster, and he is 1 for 2. Fernando Mania continues. 2-3, strikeout 4, got him, struck out Foster. And that's strikeout number 4 for Fernando Mania. 1 out, the batter is Bench. Bench actually had a good year in 1981, a .309 average, 8 homers, 25 RBIs, but he only played in half the games that season. I believe he got hurt at some point, so we may not see Bench later in the year for the Reds later on. So we'll see what happens here. Valenzuela will make the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 13, that's too high. Bench, he'll swing the bat. 5-4, ground ball to third, that's out number 2. So far, these teams are both hitting the ball hard, but in good position for the fielders. Here's Knight. Knight is 0 for 2. He reached on an error his last time up, I should say. Valenzuela and Knight. And here comes the pitch. 1-6, strikeout 1, got him. Valenzuela strikes him out. And that is strikeout number 5 for Valenzuela. Both him and Soto have 5 strikeouts. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Remains tied at 1 after 7. Who's going to come through for one of these teams tonight? Top of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Dodgers is Fernando Valenzuela. He's got 6 more batters he can face before tiring. I'm going to let him hit. He bats .250. I'll let him swing. I'm not going to take him out. This is the 80s, not 2020, 2021. Soto, he can pitch to 1 more batter before tiring. Soto due to bat third. This will probably be his last inning if he can get through it. Soto with the pitch. 4-4, strikeout 14. No, it's too high. Valenzuela did not strike out much, and he will not strike out there. Valenzuela will swing 2-1, but he just pops out to short. So now Soto is now tired, but he's still I think he still has some left in the tank as long as he doesn't hit a fatigue result. Russell is next, and he's 1 for 3. Soto, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. 1-1, strikeout 14, too high. Russell, 5-1, ground out to third. That's out number 2. Who's going to come through in this game to break it open? Next up is Landro. Landro is 1 for 3. Soto, he'll go ahead and make the pitch to Landro. 3-6. That's an automatic out, and it will be a fly ball to center field. Ken Griffey gets over to it, and he will make the catch. Side retired, a 1-2-3 inning for Soto. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. It's amazing how a game of inside pitch can go. Last night, Bench, of course, the time was a strike. Bench played a lot of September. Okay, thank you there, BB. So, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we're going to do here. Dodgers are going to go ahead. Valenzuela will stay out there, of course. And Ron Oster will lead off for the Reds. And he is 0 for 2. Tied at 1. Who's going to come through for the Dodgers or the Reds in this game? As I said, amazing how a game of inside pitch can go. Last night, we had a 15-5 game. Tonight, we have a 1-1 game. Maybe different teams are such, but still, you never know how these games are going to go. Valenzuela, 3-5. That's a possible error. Oster gets to swing. 3-1. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Oster gets a single. The ball is hit to left. That's Baker. Baker's error rating is a 2. That's a 19. He won't make an error. He'll toss it in. But the leadoff man is on for the Reds. And the next batter is Mike O'Berry. And this is the 8th inning. I can go ahead and make pinch hits. So let's see what we're going to do with O'Berry. But it has to still be somebody. Yes, we're going to go ahead and do it. Mike O'Berry is going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit. For the Reds is going to be Sam Mejias. Has to be the most at-bats, but by handedness. And he is the highest at-bat as a righty. So Sam Mejias is going to pinch hit. Joe Nolan will come in. I could move bench to catcher. I could do that. And probably bring in Dreesen at first base. No, actually, Joe Nolan is going to catch. He actually hits better. So Joe Nolan will come in at catch, but Sam Mejias will pinch hit. So timeout here on the scorecard. So give me a moment to check the card here. So it's going to be Nolan will take over at catcher. And he is a 2-1. He is 2-1, 2, and a +2. All right. But coming on to pinch hit will be Sam Mejias, a 286 average, no homers, 7 RBIs. Infield is at double play depth. Valenzuela will pitch to him. Bottom of the 8th. Tied at 1. Reds have a go-ahead run at first. Is Oster going to do anything? Not with that 7, he won't. Valenzuela will pitch. 3-3. Strikeout 3. Got him. He struck out Mejias. And he gets the K. And that is strikeout number 6 for Valenzuela. Out number 1. Soto is the next batter. And I'm going to replace him. There is a runner on base. He can't hit. And I think a bunt is a waste. I think you got to take Soto out in this situation. So Soto will leave the game. I will take him out. And we'll bring in another batter to go up against Fernando Valenzuela. And that's going to be Junior Kennedy. Al Red Sox fan joins us here. King of the Hill at Riverfront Stadium. If you guys want to check out the most absolutely awesome, spectacular, fantastic, unbelievable, incredible, indefatigable, unencumbered great channel of Al Red Sox fan, make sure you check out that channel. He does it all, and he does it all as a master should. Oster on it first. Junior Kennedy, he will go up against Valenzuela here. He batted .250 with 5 RBIs. Tied at 1, bottom of the 8th. Infield still at double play depth. Is Oster going to do anything? That's an 11. He will not. Valenzuela, he'll make the pitch. 5-2 against a righty. Strikeout plus. Does he get him? 8 strikeout plus 10. That's 8. That becomes an 18 plus 1 is a 19. That is a 19. And Junior Kennedy called out on strikes. And he did not like that call. A strikeout plus 10 against a righty. So that makes that an 18. Plus 1 is a 19. And that is a 19. And he can't believe it. And that is strikeout number 7 for Valenzuela. He can't believe it. Kennedy can't believe it. Now 2 outs. And now a chance for Collins. Dave Collins is 1 for 3. Oster on it first. Valenzuela still has a few more batters to go. Is Oster going to do anything? That is a 4. No, he will stay put. Valenzuela will make the pitch to Collins. Here it comes. 2-3. That's a strikeout. 5. He got him. Struck out Collins, and Valenzuela continues to show Fernando Mania. Strikeout number 8. He struck out the side. They did get a hit, though. No runs and a hit for the Reds. You would think this is a playoff game. Tied at 1 after 8. Will we see some ninth inning magic by either team here in the 9th? Leading off for the Dodgers will be Dusty Baker. They got 3 righties coming up. The Reds will go to the bullpen. And let's see who they're going to bring out to pitch. And let's see. It is going to be, the pitcher is going to be Tom Hume. 9 wins, 4 losses, 13 saves, a 3.46 ERA. Tom Hume will be the second Reds pitcher. Dusty Baker will lead off here at the top of the 9th. Slams the bat down, and Doug Harvey just ran him. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch. 2-1. Home run chance. Baker a righty. A 1-5. The 9 is too high. Baker will get to swing go. 2-4, and that's a ground out to third. And that is the first out. So a quick out there. And here is Garvey. Garvey is 1 for 3, has a double. Hume, he'll go ahead and pitch it. 5-4, hit by pitch. 9. That's too high. Garvey will swing. 3-6, and it's a single into center field. A base hit for Garvey, and he will hold it first. Garvey gets his second hit of the game. So he's now 2 for 4, and here is the Penguin, Ron Cey. Ron Cey is 0 for 2. Cey batted .288 in 1981. He can definitely hit the ball. 1 out, infield goes to double play depth. Garvey needs pretty much a 1 in order to try to steal, but I don't think I'd send him anyway. The stolen base rating is an 8. That's a 20, but Hume does not have any pickoff rating, so nothing happening there. Hume will concentrate on the Penguin. Hume, 3-3. That's a blank. Cey will swing. 4-5, and it's a fly ball to left field. That's out number 2. Fly out to left. 2 men down. And now here's Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 3. You know he's due. Garvey, say if anything happening on the bases. No. Hume will concentrate on Pedro Guerrero, the original beast mode. The man was huge back in the day of the early 80s. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch. 4-6 against a righty. That's a walk chance. Guerrero, that is a 19 against a righty, though. It's going to be too high. Guerrero is a 13. Plus 3 is 16. He does not walk Guerrero. Guerrero gets to swing the bat. 6-1, and that's a fly ball to right field. And Collins gets to it. He will make the catch. A nice job by Hume, side retired. No runs and a hit. For the Dodgers, it remains tied at 1. Can the Reds win this game in the bottom of the 9th? Or will we have some free baseball? Fernando Valenzuela. See who leads off. Ken Griffey leads off for the Reds. Griffey is 0 for 3. Valenzuela will pitch to him. Valenzuela has 2 more batters he can face before tiring. Valenzuela's has pitched pretty well. So they're going to leave him out there to pitch to Griffey at least. They may bring in the righties coming up in the next for the inning. So bottom of the 9th, tied at 1. Valenzuela with the pitch. 2-4. Strikeout 4. Got him. He gets Griffey on a K. And that is strikeout number 9 for Valenzuela. He is getting him tonight. He is getting him tonight. Now the batter is Concepcion. Concepcion actually hits lefties a little better than righties. Valenzuela is due to bat 3rd in the 10th inning. If it goes there, I'm going to let him pitch. Valenzuela, he'll stay out there. Fernando Mania continues. Pitch from Fernando. 5-2 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 1. He got him. Holy cow, that is strikeout number 10. Valenzuela has struck out 5 consecutive batters. And now the batter is Foster with 2 outs. Foster is 1 for 3. But Foster, very dangerous if Valenzuela leaves one over the plate. But against the righty, could be difficult. Foster is 1 for 3. Valenzuela, he is now tired. He will pitch to Foster. Valenzuela has 5 consecutive strikeouts. Here's the pitch from Fernando Mania. 4-4. That's an error on a grounder. Foster, 5-3. And that's a fly ball to right field. Getting under it is going to be Guerrero. And he steps it and he makes the catch. And we have free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. Am I surprised this game is going into extra innings? Not really. We go to the top of the 10th inning, tied at 1, Dodgers and Reds in this regular season game in late May of 81. The Dodgers are 20-19. The Reds are 21-17. This is an important game. Remember, top 3 teams in each division make the playoffs. And right now, the Reds are in 3rd. The Dodgers are right behind them, a game back. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Mike Scioscia. Tom Hume can pitch to 2 more batters before being tired. They got switch left coming up. Let me see how many pitchers the Reds have to use. I think they got plenty of pitchers to use, yes, but do I have a lefty? Do I want to bring in a lefty in this case? You know what? Yes, I do. And yeah, we're going to do. Tom Hume is going to come out of the game. And coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be their only lefty in the bullpen, and that is Joe Price. So Price becomes the 3rd Reds pitcher, 6 wins, 1 loss, 4 saves, a 2.52 ERA. Joe Price will come out for the Reds, and he can pitch to 5 batters. So here is Mike Scioscia leading off for the Dodgers. Yes, you said, yeah, was Joe Price warming? BB already knew what I was thinking. So here's Scioscia. Scioscia's 0 for 3. Price will go ahead and make the pitch. And that's a 6-4. Range play. Scioscia swings. 2-6. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. That's it to Ken Griffey. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. And that's going to drop for a single. Scioscia gets on base with a leadoff hit. A big hit for Scioscia as he will head to first base. And a go-ahead run on. The next batter is Darryl Thomas. Thomas, a very good bunter. And doesn't hit the lefties as well. Fernando Valenzuela will be not coming up. He is due to bat next. Infield goes double play death. We'll see if Daryl Thomas does get the bunt call here. Let's see. Does he get a bunt call? No, he does not. Socha, however, does not do anything. So Thomas is going to swing away, although a bunt rating of 5. You know, bunting here actually makes very good sense with a bunt rating of 5. I'm going to go ahead and call the bunt. Price is going to it just makes sense to bunt it. Price will go ahead and make the play, and the corners are going to come in. I will put the Reds in, corners in, expecting a bunt. Price will go ahead and make the pitch, and that's a 2-4. That's a blank. Thomas will get to bunt the ball, and that is a 4. It is bunted back down to first base. He is in, so the bunt rating for Thomas becomes a 4. That is a 14, and that is still going to be a good bunt. It's going to be successful sacrifice bunt, and Socha will go to second, and Thomas is out at first as it's picked up by Bench, and he throws to Price, who's covering, and that's out number 1. So that was a good bunt there, and that moves Socha over to second. It makes sense to bunt it. So sacrifice hit to first. And now that is it for Fernando Valenzuela. He will not bat, even though he hits 250, but he is done. He is tired. You got to go to the bullpen here. So coming on to, let's see who now, since this is the 10th inning, anybody can bat, no matter what their average is. So let's see what we're going to do here. And it looks like it's going to be, No, yeah, it looks like it's going to be lefty on lefty. Coming on to pinch hit for the Dodgers will be Rick Monday. Monday bats .350, 11 home runs, 25 RBIs. He played in half the games in 81 for the Dodgers. So here is Rick Monday to pinch hit for Valenzuela. Infield is back. There is 1 out. Price will go ahead. He will set the pitch. 6-3. Actually, I should roll to see if there's a strat first. Hold on. And that is a 5. Nothing happening. Now I'll keep the 6-3. And it was a 14. I know what that was. So the 14, I did look at that. So I'll keep it 14. 6-3. And that is a pitcher result. Monday a lefty. A 1-8 is a single up the middle. The 14 is too high. Monday will swing. 1-4. Base hit. Pass down to first base. That's a single for Monday. Socha, however, not very fast. Let's see. I don't think he scores on a single 3. His base running rating is a 1. And no, he does not. He holds it third automatically. That's a single 3, not a range play S3 or anything like that, or a ground ball to first. So Socha holds at third, runners at the corners, and 1 out. So a single for Monday. And now the batter is Bill Russell. Infield in, absolutely. Which means Socha cannot be sent home with a base running rating of 1 unless the only way he would score is still a die roll of a 6. Joe Price will pitch to Russell. Russell is 1 for 4. Good game here, Riverfront. I did expect a good one between the Dodgers and the Reds with Soto and Valenzuela. It did not disappoint. Price. Let's see if anything happening on the bases first. That is a 6. The answer is no. Price will now swing. Will now pitch. Price. 1-5. Home run chance. Russell a righty. A 1-17. The 10 passes, but Russell has zeros here, so there is no home run chance. So Russell does get to swing. Here it comes. Let's see what he's got. 2-4, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field at the star 4, and that's a fly ball to left field. It's a fly out to left. That's out number 2. Russell has a sacrifice fly rating of 3. Does he bring in Socha automatically? Yes, he does. Socha will come on home, and it will slide into the plate, and the Dodgers take the lead. Bill Russell comes through with the sacrifice fly and scores Socha. 2-1 Dodgers. Stadium groans. And Reds fans in the chat groan. But now 2 outs, a 2-1 lead. Monday, of course, stays at first. And the batter will be Kenny Landro. Landro is 1 for 4. Joe Price can pitch to one more batter before tiring. Probably be Landro, will probably be his last batter. 2 outs, top of the 10th, now 2-1 Dodgers. Monday on at first, still rolling a strategy. Nothing there for Monday, he'll stay put. Price, he'll make the pitch. 6-5 against the lefty, that's a blank. Landro will swing. 4-2, and it's a ground ball to first. Up with it is Bench. He'll take it himself, and that will retire the side. But the Dodgers get on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, a sacrifice hit and a sacrifice fly. 2-1 going into the bottom of the 10th. Bottom of the 10th inning. Leading off for the Reds will be Johnny Bench. And yes, he can hit the bomb. The Dodgers will go to the bullpen. And they will bring in their closer. And their closer that year was Steve Howe. Checking on the real life 10-minute ticker. The Astros did beat the Red Sox today, 9-1. They now lead the ALCS 3-2. Sorry there, Al Red Sox fan, and I know Steeler fan is happy. The Braves lead the Dodgers 3-0 in the top of the 3rd. Bottom of the 10th, 2-1. Steve Howe will now come on and try to close this game out for the Dodgers. 5 wins, 3 losses, 8 saves, a 2.50 ERA. He was the closer. He will come in and do the job. Johnny Bench leads off. He is 0 for 3. Howe will try to make a pitch and try to get it done. What a job by Fernando Valenzuela, 10 Ks today. And pretty much almost pitched a complete game. He actually did pitch a full 9 innings, but I believe it's not a complete game unless the game ends at the 9 innings. I don't think extras count. Steve Howe will make the pitch to Bench. 2-1. Range play. Bench gets the swing. 3-3. That's a fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to Dusty Baker. His range is a 3. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Baker makes the catch. A big range play out there in left. 1 out. Oh, what a play by Baker, making a great catch in left field. 1 man down. That could have been a hit. And now the batter is Ray Knight. I'm checking the Reds bench. Believe it or not, there really isn't anybody on the bench for the rest of this lineup. They're going to have to keep it as is. Here's Knight. Knight is 0 for 3. He did reach on an error in this game. 1 out. Howe will go ahead. He'll make the pitch. 2-6. That's blank. Knight will swing the bat. 4-5. That's a ground ball to short. Russell's got it. Throws to first. Out number 2. Grounder to short. And now the batter is Ron Oster. Last chance for the Reds. Oster is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. 2-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the 10th inning, and a heck of a game here for tonight. Howe trying to close the deal. Oster does not hit. He hits lefties and righties not too bad, pretty evenly. Although he has no home run power against lefties. But really, Oster's at second base, right? Timeout. I don't have another second baseman. Is there anybody else at second that can play on the lineup? The answer is no. He has to hit. I do not have another second baseman on the bench for the Reds. And nobody in the lineup that can move to second. So Oster has to hit. So Howe will go ahead and make the pitch. You actually saw that movie? You actually really went to go see that movie, Matt. Ugh, okay. Howe will make the pitch to Oster. Can the Dodgers finish it off? Howe with the pitch. 4-5. Range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium. Let's see what it says. 4-2. And that's a star one. That's a fly ball to center field. The ball is hit to Kenny Landro. Landro's range is a 1. He made a big play earlier in the game. Can he do it again? No, not this time. And that ball is going to drop for a single. Oster keeps the game alive. A base hit. Oster gets a single just way out of Landro's reach, and he will hold at first with a single. So Oster gets on base. And the next batter for the Reds is the new catcher, Joe Nolan. 309 average, 1 homer, 26 RBIs. Nolan definitely can hit the ball. And he will bat here, as Joe Nolan took over at catcher for O'Berry and the pinch hitter. So here's Joe Nolan will try to get a hit. Oster on it first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. 2-1. Reds fans in the chat hoping for something. Fans here at Riverfront hoping for something. I am still rolling a strat. That is an 8. Oster staying put. Howe will go ahead and make the pitch to Nolan. Pitch from Howe. 4-1. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. The Dodgers go ahead and take one here from the Reds. 2-1 in 10 innings. Stadium barfs. Blech. No runs, 1 hit for the Reds in the 10 innings. Joe Nolan strikes out. Howe gets him swinging, and the game is done. And a great game it was. Good game here tonight, as the Dodgers take a 2-1 win over the Reds. Final line score coming up. Don't go away. Maybe a potential. I don't know. It could be. I'll tell you what. I'll mark it as such, as a potential game of the year. Maybe because of the 10 Ks by Valenzuela. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. For the Reds, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher, of course, is Fernando Mania Valenzuela. He gets the win, 10 strikeouts tonight. Mario Soto pitched a gem himself, too. Did very, very well tonight. But he takes the loss, and Steve Howe does get the save. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker coming right up, as we'll see how the rest of the baseball world did tonight. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. Actually, you're correct. Joe Price gets the loss. My bad, not Soto. Joe Price gets the loss. Not Soto. You are correct there. Joe Price will take the loss. So he will do it. He was the pitcher of record. So yes, Joe Price gets the loss, not Soto. Thank you there, BB. Absolutely, you are correct. So the Dodgers will take a 2-1 lead, and I'm going to circle that because I know the Dodgers, that went into extra innings. So now let's see how the rest of the baseball world does tonight here. Let's get started. May 23rd, White Sox at California. White Sox 11:43, that's 4. California 14:56, and that is 7. The Angels continue to play good baseball. Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore 7:42, and that's 4. Detroit 10:54, and that's 5. The Tigers will win that game. Minnesota at Kansas City. Minnesota, let's see, 8:44, that's 4. The Royals, a 12:65, that's 9. Royals are beginning to play a little better now. Boston at Milwaukee. The Red Sox are, I believe they are 1 game back of the Yankees in the American League East. Boston 1862. They continue to play well. They're getting good die rolls. Boston an 8. Milwaukee a 15-16, and that's 2. That'll be a win for the Red Sox. Cleveland at the Yankees. Cleveland 125, and that's only 1. Yankees a 15-11, and that's 0. Wow, Cleveland shut the Yankees out. Cleveland a 1 versus 15, and the Indians actually win this game. Toronto at Oakland. Toronto a 325, and that's 2. Oakland an 1132, and that is 3. A win for the Athletics. Texas at Seattle. Texas 1756, 7. Seattle 545, 4. A win for the Rangers. San Diego at Atlanta. Padres a 843, and that's 4. Atlanta a 954, and that's 5. A win for the Bravos. Montreal at the Cubs. Montreal 13-14, and that's 2. The Cubs a 654. They're going to get a win. That's going to be 5. That'll be a win for the Cubs. San Francisco at the Astros. Giants a 536, and that's 3. The Astros a 964. That's going to be 7. The Astros will beat the Giants tonight. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Philadelphia 1125, and that's 3. Pittsburgh 1856. Well, that'll give them a win. And that's 8. That'll be a win for the Bucks. Mets and the Cardinals. My Mets trying to do something here. Mets a 513, and that's 0. Cardinals an 813, and that's 1. They barely win it, but that will be a win for the Cardinals. May 24th, White Sox at California. White Sox 1744, and that's 6. California 1051, and that's 5. It'll be a win for the Chi Sox. Baltimore at Detroit in a doubleheader, game 1. Baltimore 613, 0. Detroit 1061, and that's 6. Game 2. Game 2 here. Let's see here. Probably brings a little closer to me. Too far away. Baltimore 15-14, and that's 2. Detroit 20-44, and that's going to be 6. The Tigers take both games from the O's. Minnesota, Kansas City. Minnesota 13-32, and that's 4. Kansas City 11-54, and that's 6. A win for the Royals. Boston and Milwaukee in a doubleheader, game 1. Boston a 15-15, that's 2. Milwaukee a 15-21, and that's 3, and that's a win for the Brewers. Game number 2. Boston 1646, that's 6. Milwaukee 1631, that's 4, and that will be a win for the Red Sox, so they split the twin bill. Cleveland and the Yankees. Cleveland 1031, 3. Yankees 952 and 5. Win for the Bronx Bombers. Toronto and Oakland in a doubleheader. A lot of doubleheaders today on May 24th of 81. Game 1. Toronto 453, and that is 4. Oakland 1656 at 7. A win for the A's. Game 2. Toronto 512, 0. Oakland 952, and that's 5. And the Athletics will take both games from the Blue Jays. Texas at Seattle. Texas in 1832, and that's 4. Seattle at 1245, and that's 5. The Mariners will get a win on the Rangers. San Diego at Atlanta. San Diego and Atlanta. Padres a 651, and that is 4. Atlanta a 924, and that is 2. A win for the Padres. Montreal and the Cubs. Montreal, let's see, 2041, and that's 6. Cubs a 451, and that is 4. That'll be a win for the Expos. Dodgers and the Reds in a doubleheader. First game pretty good. Bob Welch against Tom Seaver. Let's see how this goes. Dodgers 641, and that's going to be 3. The Reds a 1035, and that's 4. That game goes to the Reds. Game 2. Dodgers 1142, and that is 4. The Reds a 1254, and that's 6. The Reds take both games from the Dodgers in this doubleheader. Giants and the Astros. Giants a 416, and that's 1. The Astros a 313, that's 0. The Giants will beat the Astros there. Steeler fan will say rigged. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Both teams have an 8. Philadelphia 46, and that's 4. The Pirates have a 23, and that is 2. The Phillies will win the game. Mets and the Cardinals. Let's see if I can get a win here. Mets 1026, 3. Cardinals 1365, no dice, and that's going to be 9, as my Mets just can't get a break. Moving on to May 25th. So far, no extra innings at all in any of these games so far. We haven't had to go to clutch. Yankees and the Orioles. Ron Guidry versus Jim Palmer. Good matchup. Let's see. Yankees 10-16. That's 2. Baltimore 315, and that's 1. That's going to be a win for the. That'll be a win for the O's. Be a win for the O's. Cleveland at Boston. Cleveland in 1846, and that's 6. Boston 1662, and that is going to be 8. Man, the Red Sox are having a heck of a year here for 81. I think they'll be making the playoffs, may even win the division. Toronto at California. Toronto a 463, and that is 6. California a 1462, and that is 7. That's going to be a win for the Angels. Detroit at Milwaukee. Detroit a 1056, and that is 6. Milwaukee an 825, and that is 2. That'll be a win for the Tigers. White Sox at Oakland. Let's see, White Sox 532, and that's 2. Oakland 11-24, and that is 3. Wow, barely beats them, but that is a 3, and that is a win. And that is a win. Kansas City and Seattle in a doubleheader. Kansas City game 1. Kansas City a 10-21, and that is 2. Seattle a 5-14, and that's 1. Mariners can't get a break either. Mariners in 81 were awful. Game 2, Kansas City a 15-42, and that is 5. Mariners a 24-23. And you got to be kidding me. They lose this game? A 24-23? Yeah, they lose this game. A 15 versus a 24, and they lose. A 15 for the Royals, and they rolled a 42, and that gave them 5 runs. A 24 for the Mariners, they roll a 23, and they get 4 runs. Wow. Yeah, as I said, the Mariners were awful. Minnesota at Texas. Minnesota 264, and that's 6. Texas 1353, and that's going to be 6. Wow, we have extras for the first time tonight. Extras first time tonight. How about that? Let's see. Minnesota rolls a 4. Their clutch is -1, so that's a 3. Texas rolls a 4, and their clutch is -2. That's a 2. And that's going to be a win for the Twins. They'll win in extras. They will win in extras. Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers a 14-52, and that is 6. Atlanta a 361. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be 5. That'll be a win for the Dodgers. Pittsburgh and the Cubs. Good to see Robert Riggingham's games. Let's see. Pittsburgh a 12-53, and that is 6. Boy, everybody's getting 6s tonight. Cubs a 9-43, and that is 4. A win for the Bucks. Pirates are now are playing much better. They now have a winning record. Giants and the Reds, both teams with a 13. Giants 32, and that is 4. The Reds a 22, and that's 3. And that's going to be a win for the Giants against the Reds. Padres and the Astros. Padres a 436, and that's 3. The Astros a 1025. That's 3. We have extras between the Padres and the Astros. Let's see. San Diego rolls a 5. Their clutch is -3, so that's a 2. Houston rolls a 2. Their clutch is -1. That's a 1. And the Padres will beat the Astros in extras. As they will say, rigged. Cardinals and the Expos. Cardinals and the Expos. Let's see. Cardinals a 952, and that is 5. The Expos an 1136. That's 4. That'll be a win for the Cardinals. Philadelphia and the Mets. Philadelphia 1366. Jeez, I can't get a break. That's 10. The Mets a 1432, and that is 4. And my Mets again get swept. And they are just not good. My Mets will not be a factor in the 81 season. But then again, I did not expect them to. They were not good. That is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be at Arlington Stadium as the Minnesota Twins will take on the Texas Rangers. Pete Redfern for the Twins and Fergie Jenkins for the Rangers. That should be lots of fun, I believe. So join us for Minnesota and Texas tomorrow night here on RJL 518. Sean 1113, Steeler fan, BB. Let's see, Al Red Sox fan, Sports Time Machine. Let's see here, Sports Time Machine. Bob's Tabletop Sports, Dan Douglas. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we will see you guys tomorrow night. The Los Angeles Dodgers make my Reds fans in the chat barf with a 2-1 win in extra innings in 10 innings. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.